Okay, let's get it underway then. So this is this week's weekly one-shot, the 331st by my count. And we have 102 hours of hell prior to that, so let's think of it as the 431st challenge stream. Because the higher that number gets, the better I feel about my life, and I already feel really good about my life. So, a certain Dutch chicken has come forward with this challenge. They say ShapeHero Factory, which I've just realized I've typoed in the title. There is no space in ShapeHero. Fascinating. But the goal here is to beat Act 3, which I'm told is beating the game. Although I'm sure it's got something more to it than that. It's just got that feel to it. There is no time limit, but I only have 3 attempts, so I can take as long as I want. Failure, however, has consequences here. I'm not allowed to use free control mode, which I did spy when setting up. It seems like it's something like a build when pause mode or a no timer struggle, something along those lines. But hey, as a seasoned Factorio veteran of Death World 40 hours beat the whole game thing, surely I can handle not needing to pause. Alright, let's go for it. Rise and shine, you were out like a light. Yes, I was. I love to sleep. And I will not be sleep guilted. Well, I get sleep guilted a lot by the chat, but that's their problem, not mine. So, seems like I've got a case of the Rune Factory protagonist issue here. I've completely forgotten what's going on. But we draw heroes to defeat the darkness. The darkness of the Grimoire. Okay, very good. Hence the eraser and the... Is that meant to be a pencil? We've got loyal minions. Ah. They see a shape, they draw a shape, and we use those to make minions. Very good. Very cute. I like cute things. Nothing cuter than a baby elephant, after all. Civ 5, much nostalgic. Civ 4 had much more Jake mood I can't stand Civilization. Oh, Lord, I could go on along to raid how much I don't like Civilization. There's one Civ game I've ever enjoyed, and that was Civilization Revolutions. Alright, so it looks like we've got 12 minutes of tutorial, so you can spend some time thinking about the betting without having much to go on. Our quest is to defeat the Malefic Portent. Well, if you're gonna drop big words on me, then maybe you're not getting my support. So, it gives us controls, we can zoom in, we can pan, we can create units by drawing conveyor belts into creation things. Bloop. Check out the hero tree. Ah, shapes make shapes. Very, very simple, very good. And that's a circle and that's a triangle. Ah, see, I've got a great grasp of the situation already. Get out of my face. I think I know exactly what's going on here. You're going here, and then you're going into here, and then you are going to go here, and then you're going to go there. And then you're going to... Oh, no. I must wait. There we go. Q is a pipette tool. Amazing. How long did it take Factorio to bring in the pipette tool? Then again, we're all built on the shoulders of giants, aren't we? Wouldn't even have Factorio without the Infinifactory. Rotate with R, flip with T, drag with left, move with VASD. Motives, things, dispatch heroes. You put them into the portal, they go out and kick ass. Very good. I understand entirely. Yeah, I think I immediately see what's going on here. The Factorio influences are very hard to ignore here. You even have the same coloring for the conveyor belt, which I assume is going to be improved into a red, then blue, and then possibly even a green belt. Now this guy ain't actually working. There we go. Alright, the enemy attack is on the way. Easy peasy. Someone should submit Civ as a punishment. Kaladin already did do Civilization as a punishment. And that was quite miserable. April 2017 for the Pipette tool in Factorio. I forget when I started playing. So here's the fighting, but I can click on these little things to turn them into black mush. Okay, very good. Can that hint please go away? Covering up vital screen infrastructure here. Oh, but it looks like poor little unarmed heroes kind of fade into oblivion. Yeah, they can only go so far. Very cute. I wonder if they get experience or anything for continuing to go out and deck them with their fists. Oh no. Oh yeah. Alright. Nice and simple. But as expected from the tutorial. Alright, advanced conveyor belt controls. Very nice of it to tell you how long you expect to need for a tutorial. Then again, I suspect the game wouldn't want to intimidate you by saying, yeah, 60-minute tutorial here. Conveyor belts are a mess, wasted space, equipment doesn't grow on trees, if equipment is the efficiency here. Conveyor belts are jammed. Get things back on track. So what we can do this. Aha, right, we drag from here into here and then it goes out. Dunk, dunk, dunk. puts an unhappy face because it's almost backed up and then it gets very unhappy. Oh, that's cute. They're flowing down the line, minions are in a fix, conveyor belt is jammed up, takes more time for them to draw heroes. Jammed up things, we can divide. Use lanes. Great, I love lanes. Problem is you're making too much here, aren't we? We can split you like so, and then bring you down like so, and then huzzah! Bridge, divide, gap, joining. Ooh. I wonder if I could join the two together. Shield bearer. Shield bearer has stats. What do these even mean? God knows. Yeah, I wonder if they could work from just having a single belt coming in. I think they'd be too slow, but... yeah, because he seems to work fine with just one-to-one. Anyway, produce shield bearers with the new canvas. Do I set you as a shield-bearing canvas? Heavens knows, but you'll probably do better if I give you this. Maybe they just make whatever they're given, or make with whatever they're given. Yeah, because it doesn't look like I set them to a specific... oh god, what would you even call this? A recipe? A recipe for my heroes doesn't feel right, does it? Take a look at what they can do. The heroic ability has been triggered. Upgraded heroes, abilities. Okay, how did I upgrade you? Produce a certain number of heroes, get new abilities. Ooh. All powerful. Events, hero abilities, very cool. Let's see them in action. Yeah, template feels a little bit less inhumane, doesn't it? I won't go so far as to say it seems more humane. Oh, okay, they just guard the area. It seems powerful. I mean, what's going to be getting through this? That's pretty cute, isn't it? We're cranking out the unarmed buggers at breakneck speed. I wonder if your stuff carries over. So if you do well in early levels, does that snowball you further down the line? If you're struggling, are you going to struggle even more? It is indeed a mystery. One that we'll figure out before too long. Alright, free controls. I'm not allowed to use this, so maybe we don't even need this tutorial. But it's only 5 minutes, so we'll give it a go. Getting into the swing of things, you better believe I am, from the get-go. Final stretch. Try dispatching 10 mages. 3 minutes are more than enough. If you get it done in 90 seconds, you might have some memory of this stuff after all. 10 mages. A mage needs a person and a triangle. Alright, very good. Any recipes you have obtained will reset at the start of each incursion. Okay, but is there meta scaling? Add a triangle. Placing equipment consumes these gem things. Gems replenish over time. If you find yourself running out, I suggest planning things out better. Oh, I really miss games that would mock players like that. You know, if things are going bad, have you considered being better? Okay. Place straight conveyor belts. Shift to drag straight. Ooh, handy. Q, copy. Yeah, Q is not really copy, but pipette. I guess we know everything there is to know. That looks like a triangle-y looking thing, right? So let's go and take you. But hang on, I'm already getting normal dudes over here, and it looks like it has to be done within here. So mayhaps we want to do something along the lines of this. I want my triangle coming in here. I want my circle coming in here. That'll make the person. And then we're going to combine person with more triangle. Oh no. I don't have the I don't have the gems for this. How can this be? Get in there. And then when I have that, we're gonna get our mages over here. It'd be nice if I could, you know, plan them and have them built when we do have the shiny bits. Ah, at least they're being made. There we go. I think players get more heated at things like, if the game is too difficult, you can lower the difficulty settings than they do at actually getting mocked. Yeah, I'm behind you there. Hey, there we go. Top target. Oh, why you gotta say it like that, game? The gate is your only way forward. Once it's destroyed, you're done for. Protected at all costs. Looks like this is a health bar for it. How do the mages operate? Not very proactively. Very not proactively. Although I imagine if you had a lot of these, you just end up with a massive amount of zip-zapping around your base. Because they themselves only last about 5.5 seconds. You're exceptionally terrible in Crypt Master. The game shows you a guide on how to refund it on Steam. Good lord, how bad do you have to be for that? Oh, looks like there's a speed up button. I just noticed that up there, that K. That's all I have to teach you, best of luck. Well, I often have the best of luck. We even got an achievement for doing the tutorial. Oh, very good. Okay, well, the kiddie gloves are off. You still have a few precious minutes to cast your gambling vote. Makes me not want to start this, but I guess we better do so. Maybe there's other stuff we can do, right? Okay, there were only 3 tutorials. We have a master. Is that meant to be us? What do we know about the field guide? Not a lot. A heck of a not a lot. Memories? Nothing but the prologue. History? No, we haven't done any runs, of course. Ascension. It would seem that Ascension is locked behind probably beating the game. You know, just like another roguelite game I can think of. Okay, this was going to be the question. How's the meta progression? Well-known not lover of meta progression, me. In games like this, I would normally just edit the game to have all of this unlocked because I don't like this... very disrespectful of your time, right? Play the game more to be able to have these things. Like, why can't I just have them to begin with? Of course, they want you to play more, but I don't care. Right, let's get it underway. Switch to free control mode. No, that is verboten. And twice it's trying to coax me into pressing this button. Minion Master. Da-da-da-da-da. We start with the bare-fisted guy. Alright, well, let's go then. Cogito says, hello to resident gambling addicts. I'll just sit here and watch and get banned for helping. People using the term banned when it's mostly just timeouts. That said, the thing about streaming EU5 again, or EU again, some people crawling out of the woodwork with their unban requests, and I see like they were banned 10 years ago or so, and I think, what were we streaming during that time? But I do have the logs, and I can go into it and check. Focus time gauge recovery speed. Is this a relic bar? Well, we'll see if it ends up growing. So here's our definitely not ripped out of Slay the Spire, pick your path thing. which itself was totally not ripped out of FTL, which itself, I don't know. FTL is the first one I played with it, so I'll attribute it to that. So it looks like there's 1, 2, 3, 4 engagements, and then danger, danger. And I assume this is for Act 1. We'll get it one and done then. Request a Nancy Drew stream to unban. That's kind of high effort, though. Unless you go for the short one, like Ghost Dogs of Moon Lake. What is this thing? A research tree. Okay, let's get some researching then. Obtain new research. Okay. Oh, it's not pick 3. It's pick 2. I have real pick 3 fatigue, I'm telling you. Warp type equipment, shipping devices, portals. A pipeline placement. Well, pipes never let me down when I was playing Factorio, so give me the pipes. Looks like it was a reroll for 20 currency, whatever currency is here. Alright, do we start? Whoa, we do start. And it looks like you can build in free control mode, which is probably why that wasn't banned, but it would be nice to take a moment to think what I actually have here and what I'm going to be doing. We don't have anything other than the basic guy, do we? No, I'm pretty sure we don't. And how are these things made again? It's circles and triangles. The circles are a fair way away. So I imagine I just take the circles, take the triangles over here, and then bring them all the way over. What's this thing? Ink pool. I mean, can ink even do anything? Looks like I could pipe stuff with the circles to make stuff. Maybe that's a way to make magic, but it's not something we have unlocked at all, is it? So it looks like we are destined to just be basic bumpkin mode. Alright, well, basic bumpkin it is. Begin the creation. Oh, crumbs. It's not smart like Factorio. Haha. Oh, but look at that. They make it too quickly, right? These guys could easily support 2 if I split them. Well, that means I don't particularly like what I've gone and done here then, but... T that. Bring some of it underground. And then do something like, but not necessarily this. Ratios, how do they work? Alright, there we go. Yeah, I suspect this stuff persists between rounds, so I'm going to feel pretty bad about this poor start. I wonder if my amount of crystal things persists between rounds as well. Okay, very unhappy with what I've built here, that's for sure. Mamma mia, what level of spaghetti is this? I'll crack it in half if you run your mouth. Alright. Seems simple enough, but why not produce more if producing more is possible? Like, a lot more. Because energy concerns. It takes quite a bit more than I thought to build these, 120 and 150. Seems all nice and simple, and I mean, honestly, I'm making plenty of these guys. Probably. Yes, probably. I just don't like how I've laid this out. I would have far rather had something a bit more organized down here. But I gotta say, the timer really feels oppressive. You know, only 3 minutes, and I'm used to doing an 8-hour run of Factorio. Alright, so I imagine with what we made, this is nice and simple. And also we can speed up, right? Oh yeah, look at it go. How fast can it go? Can go up to triple speed. Go, my minions, go. All too easy. Alright. Battle contribution. Is that relevant? Or is it just information? If it's just information, that's fine, because usually in these kinds of games you want to know what's performing well and what does not. Alright, alright. What is this thing? It's a research point hero recipe, but why would I even want a rest? Resting seems like it's for chumps. There's also a shop over here for my 8 gold. I like going up here and then going here. Alright, what do we get? I can level up my regular dudes and get a statue of him. I can get shields or I can get mages. Those shields look pretty cool. Can I look at my setup? Yeah, so I can just bring these guys in here or bring a number of them over to the squares and then transform them into shields nice and easy. That seems pretty cool. What's this button? I don't know. Bring me back to my rewards. I like the look of those shield bearers. Give me some of that. Oh, you get gold if you skip, but yeah, give me the shield bearers. Alright, seems simple enough. Huzzah, I've leveled up, whatever that means. Ooh. The output of circles, squares, triangles. Just gain a bunch of gem things or acquire 2 researchy things. How to level up. Use your rewards. Level up incursion, research, development, development tree. You know, I quite like the idea of getting some unlocks going. I can mix it. Oh, God, I'm not good with colors. We can cut things. We can speed up the conveyors. Upgraded bridges. I assume they go further or something. Manholes. Consumption of equipment and stuff. The thing is, I don't have the units to make use of any of these cool things. Dupli canvas. 3 types. I mean, that all sounds cool, but my access to units here is kind of pathetic. I wish I had more. Is that a horse? Can I do horseback units? Oh, that's cool. Oh, I want it. I want it all, but I can't have it. All right, let's get the research then. Could be useful. But until I know what I can even do with that stuff... I like the 3-parter. Sure, let's get it done. Maybe that'll unlock the ability to get those things. Anyway, right now I need to start making my... Can I just plug you right into here? I can? Alright, that is cool. Let's get our shield bearers. Easy money. And the speed seems to be about the same, so no need to worry about the rate here. Is it the same? Oh, you are slow. You're slower than slow. That means I actually want 2 of you then, huh? So it seems. Okay, okay. And let's get you split in 2. And bring you up here. Same with you. Alright, I wonder if that's going to be fast enough to deal with all of these guys coming in. Because, yeah, the creation speed here seems kind of slow. Still got a whole lot more of you. I wonder if I should be making more regular Joe units. Surely more is more, right? How can less be more? I'm going to need that to be going underground, thank you, please. And I'm going to need you to contribute as well. Yeah. Although now I'm going to need some space through here, aren't I? Yes, yes I am. Wait, we learned that this is too slow, right? Yeah, I think we did. What's his problem here? Oh, maybe you can't have it directly onto that. He wasn't happy with the situation that I had. Alright, huzzah. With everything I've made, surely it'll be no problem whatsoever. So we're going to speed right up, and then I'm going to notice that there are a few of them coming, aren't there? And I'm not getting nearly as many of the shields as I did during Tutorialville. Okay, good to know, I think. It's fine, I'm sure they know what they're doing. They're trained professionals. Yeah, so I wonder how much battering my shielded dudes can do before they end up kicking off to the grave. Well, no need to concern myself with it. Done and done right already. If less is more, think how much more is. I often am. Alright, what are we benefiting from here? We'll go down here and then we'll get what looks like... Ooh, surprise events. I love surprises, but what's this? Heroes are destroyed before they can reach the barrage of projectiles. This is meant to be some kind of, like, elite fight? Maybe with a really nice reward? Hard to say. What is this red research? Yeah, my very own horse. Although, how do I make this shape? It looks like you cut the top off of a triangle. Spawn limit and initial number of shields goes way up, and I get a shield bearer statue, but how can I not get the horse? High attack power charges straight for foes. Not a lot of hit points. I would still really like to know how this thing is made. Can I get information about this thing? Or this thing? Looks like you take a square and cut it in half, and a triangle and cut it in half. Let's go for it. Eureka! Yeah, I'm curious about the 70% chance to receive both. I don't know what the red stuff is for. Ooh, this is what the red stuff is for. Custom manhole. Alright, give me both, please. Not a big fan of choices like that. Alright, even more things. Things are good. We have scissors. Yes, as expected, I can cut the tops off. Yeah. But what do I do with the top of the triangle? I think I could do with more of this. You know, more to build means more to use, right? Sure. So first and foremost, I'm going to want more of you. I really hope that I can unlock something to use the horse for. But it looks like the horse requires Spearman, which I don't have, so maybe that was a poor choice. So do I not get the top part? Do I just end up with that and that's it? It looks like it. It's winged hussar clock. I like the sound of it. Right, before anything, I'm going to want to have a couple of you go. Why are you not going, by the way? Is it because there's no output? Sorry to say, but I'm going to need some space here. I apologize for my poor planning, game. We'll be getting on that as soon as possible. And then let's have you guys merge together so we have more of them coming down and we don't need to use more space. And let's try and figure out this horse thing. So take a square, cut it in half, take a triangle, cut it in half. Hey, I got squares and triangles here. This stuff writes itself. Maybe do it on this side where I've got a bit more space. Donk, donk. Where are my scissors? There's my scissors. wonder how fast they are. They look pretty fast. Production time is half a second. I reckon they could do 1-to-1 then. Alright. And then oh geez, I am not best pleased with how I do this. Why are you not cutting this? Don't tell me you actually need it to go in with one bit here. Okay, looks like you do need to flow a little bit. Alright, fair enough. I can't have direct insertion. Alright, but now I get my wee horsies. Wonderful. Alright, so surely with the power of horse and shield and person, we'll have this done in no time. You've accrued some research points. Yeah, but I don't really have anything to research, do I? I don't think this speed is particularly necessary right now. I have nothing to use ink for. I feel like my full gamer prowess is being artificially limited. Unless there's some other research trees here, but I don't see it. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Expresses blue, just like another game I know. What is this? Looking to borrow some time. You can use focus time to stretch out the seconds. Go on, give it a try. I'd rather not. But it seems I have to. Alright, there we go. That gave me how much extra time? No, it just slows everything down. That's not much use if I can't build anything. I think a lot more could be achieved if I combined these rather than having one line for each of them. But yeah, this is no use if I don't have the points to do anything with. Yeah, I'm looking at the efficiencies that there could have been. Like, these should have come together and combined immediately, and then I could have saved myself a lot of this. In fact, I think I should do that post haste. At least the joiner is cheaper. There you go. I don't like this slowdown anymore. Press V again to come out of focus mode. Okay, there we go. Good. Focus mode's the real thing that should have been banned, huh? There we go. Loving the refunds. Now... Alright, I'll get that done yet. Let's see how the horses do. Surely that's cheating. Was there a rule against cheating? I'll need to double check. The only... Oh, go horsey, go. Whoa, okay, horses on a rampage. But it takes forever to make them. I need a lot more horses. Loving that horse, though. That was cool. My little unarmed dudes are having less of a good time. Yeah, the shields are doing okay, but they've got this aura about them that seems to fade away. I feel like this game is designed to create spaghetti. Sea Space has got more horses to hand. Alright, love the horses. I want a lot more horses. So we're going to focus on making a lot more horses. Surely I should check out what this big warning thing is. Improve the scissors. Gain additional output ports. Ooh, that would be useful. Yes, please. 2 materials, convert them into a motif of your choice. Nah, give me the better scissors, please. A place where you can relax. get the hit points. I don't need that. Ooh, but I can upgrade the hero. Any hero, in fact. He gets 1 extra hit points, or... It's got to be the shield. Oh, God, the horse. The horse. The horse becomes huge. He gains piercing, and I get that statue, whatever that means. But I feel like the shields give a lot more stuff here, right? Spawn limit goes up. I mean, I love that horse, but give me the... What's the number here, by the way? See that 90 thing? What does that even mean? I don't see it as a resource anywhere. No idea, but let's improve those shields of ours. Yeah, I know, I'm good. Obtain a statue. Each time you enhance a hero or spell recipe, it's used as material. You can obtain a corresponding hero statue or spell tablet. Place a statue. Statues and tablets can be placed on a... Forgive me. All the reading is activating the sleepy sensors. Connecting to the conveyor belts will replace replicas and... I don't think I understand. Statues and tablets can be placed on the scroll. Ah, the scroll. That's a statue. Replicas and transcripts cannot be deployed from a portal, but they can be used as fusion material in the place of other things. Okay, so what? I just slam this thing down and I make these normally. Sure. Surely more is more, right? I believe I was getting rid of this to make room for more. And then as for you... There we go, now I get even more horses. And that's the answer to all of my problems. Simply more horses. Some of these things are going too fast. So you mentioned I was able to get faster cutting. Here we go. Here's the shield bearer for synthesis. Couldn't I just shove the shield bearer down and just merge him with the square and then make tons and tons of shielded dudes for essentially nothing? I'm willing to test this theory. Yeah, why not? Wait, that is a shield. Ah, crap. I thought it was a regular dude. Right, well, I don't know what I meant to combine the shield bearer with, if anything. Looks like you combine with spearmen, which will require spears, which I sure wish I could unlock. Oh, well, if I can't use the motive for anything, then I'm not exactly missing out other than potentially wanting to use them elsewhere. Although it looks like I can combine you with a dude on a horse to make some kind of super dude on a horse, but it requires something special I don't have. So much stuff that I don't have. Like, I feel very, very limited in what I can even make here. Whoa, what's going on here? This is getting clogged, it seems. I can't be having that. There you go. Yeah, because these shield makers are slower than I give them credit for, and I don't give them much credit to begin with. Right, it seems that with all these shapes, the horses are coming out even slower than I'd imagined. That or... Ah, I see now. This wasn't actually going through here, was it? Alright, that should speed up the production of everything. I have no reason to think this won't work out, right? We've got lots of everything coming our way. Still wish I had more horses, though. Should I work on more horses? I don't see why I wouldn't. The horses are cool. But the horses require these cuts. What I wonder is, see, when you cut, do you produce 2 of something? Because it still feels like these aren't all getting used, does it? Takes 4 seconds, but it only takes half a second to cut something. Takes 2 seconds to do this. What I don't know is, when you cut something, do you put out 2 of something? It's not entirely clear. Not to me, at least. Check your research, Jake. Yeah, I've barely been looking at... Oh, would you look at this? We've got new research. For cutting. Ah, so that's what I unlocked. Add an outport for scissors. You can get 2 objects per cut. That is something we've wanted for, well, ever since we found scissors. Alright, and that means that all of this stuff needs to go and make even more horses. Well, I like making more horses, that much is true. Alright, fair enough, but we've got a slight problem. I don't have space for all this stuff. Alright, what I could maybe do is do this. But then I'm still producing way too fast out of this stuff. God, what a mess. And there's just not the time to fix it, is there? There certainly is not. Crumbs. How do I fix this? How in the world do I fix this? Without just destroying everything? I have ideas, I'm just not sure if they're any good. Alright, here's an idea. This will allow me to take half of what you have and bring it up here. And then at least I have some more horses coming out. Whew. If only you could stretch time, if only such a thing were possible. Surely just more is more. I want to be able to make more of this, right? Well, punchy guys are coming in pretty thick and fast. Even in the middle of a battle, you can turn to the factory. Okay, but this tip is getting in the way. Go away. So I guess these things are probably my priority targets. But hey, the horses just absolutely kamikaze into them. It's pretty cool. And my dome remains completely chrome. Oh yeah, penetration on the horse. So life is good. Clearly, we don't need all 3 lives. 1 will be fine. We'll have this done and dusted. I wonder if you get to redo your factory from scratch when you go to a new area. Because my crappy factory, I'm looking forward to just starting from scratch. Look at that horse go! Alright, I knew investing in more horses was the way forward. Size of horse-type heroes increase. How could I not? How could I not? Horse and shield is our way forward. I thought maybe I'd get, you know, some kind of special relic for destroying this, but maybe that was a special upgrade that I got. Danger. Explodo's ready to blow. Well, why go for less when I could go for more? The unicorn. Ooh, I think that's what was required for... no, this is the unicorn. Looks like if I color a horn and stick it on a horse, we get super horse. What's the alternative? Even better shield bearers? Or the thief? No, it's got to be the unicorn. Sub attack +2 for all heroes with special traits. Da-da-da. What? I don't understand. Point is, it's probably good. Give me that. Eureka! I'll take both, please. Oops. I don't like those. Okay, right. Think for a moment. What are we doing here? How can I even get that horn going? I would need a triangle, and I'd need a way to color it. But do I even have the color to make that? It did require a color, right? Ah, right. So you do need the colors. So you take black ink. How do I make the basic colors out of black ink, though? Manhole, reverse pipe. I don't know. A pool for black ink. Yeah, I'm not sure if I can turn black into other colors. Pipe infrastructure. Huh, could be a problem. So maybe I've gone and unlocked something that I can't even use because I don't have access to colored ink. Well, what a shame for me, but what's a man to do? Scissor cutting speed, speed. Oh, hang on. Mix 2 inks to create other ink. Yeah, but I don't have the original ink. Alright, what a shame. Doesn't matter though, we still believe in the power of horses, right? So what are we going to do? We're going to bring our horses down here through this mess that I have made. Couldn't I just merge the horses with this? There's not that many coming in. In that case, maybe I should have merged them here to save myself a whole lot of bother. Or cost, rather. Okay, this would almost be good, but I don't feel like we have enough of these squares coming out here. That's funny, we've got tons of triangles coming out. How can this be? Maybe if one side is clogged, it doesn't actually spread out nicely the way you'd want it to. Maybe. Also, whoops. How about something like that? What are we lacking here anyway? More squares, but I've already got all the squares coming out that I can use. Triangle comes out and gets cut. Square comes out, gets cut. Yeah, I don't think it's going around the way I want it to. Can I get more squares from somewhere? Yes, I can. Can I get more triangles? Yes, I can. Alright, well, since I firmly believe in horses, let's make more horses here. Donk. Donk. Ew. Out of my way, ink. Although, shouldn't I just, cut them here so we can do better? There's my cutting. Maybe not, because it's denser when it comes down here. It's like shipping copper cables instead of just copper. A bad idea, you see. Alright, so now what am I doing here? I want to cut. And I want to cut. And then I want to create. What's the best way to create here anyway? Yeah, probably not, but that'll do. And then we get our horses coming in here. Horses for courses. Easy money, right? We'll see. I wonder if direct insertion like that actually works. I think I covered that before and I managed to forget if it did or did not. Well, we'll soon find out. No, it's going out just fine. The ratio memory of a squirrel. Squirrels probably don't need to remember ratios, so it's easier for them. I think I want the faster stuff unlocked here, because I imagine I'm going to be coming into deadlocks before too long. Oh, but the issue here is this is still not coming out at the right rate. I want to push this down and make more horses. More horses. More shapes mean more everything down the line. There we go. At least with this more room, I can expand the ratios in a wee bit. If I could fix that last bit. Alright, is the boss here to kick my sorry arse? Well, he's there. Go, my horse. Whoa, the horse is really batter that boss. There's gonna be nothing left of him. Bye, Explodo. Then the winged hussars arrive, charging down the mountainside. And when they shake their maracas, they go chick chicky boom boom chicky boom. Might be mixing up my songs a bit. So, what are we learning here? Why have anything other than horses? I mean, they are beansing it for Explodo as well. Well, he's looking a bit dead. Ah, putting the 1 in weekly one-shot right here. Ah, yeah, 738 horsepower winning the day. Give me my rewards, give me my whatever for clearing the boss. A pot lid. Yeah, it's just what I need. Research cost for all research is reduced by 1. Well, that seems like a lot, but there's a lot of research that I just don't have access to. I can't even meaningfully spend this stuff, can I? The scissors can cut fast. Well, whoop-de-doo. Good for you. I wish I could draw a little bit faster. Is that shield type heroes? Are you a shield type hero? It was some kind of type of hero. I want my yellow paint for my unicorns. Yeah, I don't know what that kind of looks like a shield. What are these other things, by the way? Ooh, an almanac. Does that mean you can tell me about the hero type? Are they a shield type? Oh, here we go, here we go. They got that type going. There's moving, moving. Ah, it must mean static. Ah, it all makes sense now. Alright, cool. Do I really want them to gain 1 hit point, though? That research thing seems kind of meaningless, right? For a lot of this stuff. Let's have them last a bit longer. The shields hold the front line whilst the horses go out and kill. Now we get powerful oh, this unlocks the whole tree, I see. A high-level motive maker spits out motives at a speedy clip. I could do with speediness. High-level canvas with rapid production speed. Oh, what's the difference? That both sounds like the same thing. A dupli canvas allows the acquisition of star and heart. Hang on. Star? Star is needed to make dude that charges here. Heart is relatively unknown. You see a heart anywhere? Oh, no, here's a heart. If we give the bandit a heart, is that a bandit? There's heart as well. Archer and heart get whatever this is. A lot of unknowns here. A development super motive maker. Sure, let's give it a go. Sounds like it might produce things faster. Alright, one boss is extremely dead. Please tell me we get a fresh canvas to work with. I don't like my existing canvas. No! Oh, working with this mess is going to be quite unpleasant, I think. Also, how in God's name do I get colored ink? A pool for black ink. Great, but I want to turn it into not black ink. Maybe that's what that colorful thing was for. Mind we saw some kind of colorful doodah on the boss reward, and I didn't take it, of course. Oh, no, that's still duplicate canvas. How in God's name do I color anything? Don't know. Another question is, how do I combine my hotkey bar here, though? Don't like having to go to another sub-tab to get my scissors. A dropper. Extracts ink next to an ink pool. But it just gives me that black color, which is not what I'm looking for. Ah, crumbs. It was the motive maker that got sped up, wasn't it? That was not what I was looking for. Yeah, I think I chose the absolute wrong rewards. Although, being able to make more shapes does mean more things I can make with those shapes. I guess that's not all bad. I would like to know how much he's upgrading everything by, though. Let's do it anyway. Alright, so if I believe in the power of horses, then I believe that what I need to do is turn all this into even more horses, which means dividing this up even more. I'll need some undergrounds and some splitters, but I think we'll be okay. And I think we cut pretty fast. Well, I thought we cut pretty fast. I'm not able to deal with all of these. Oh well, never mind. Let's select the route and get going. We ventured further into the Grim Grimoire. Obtain a recipe or upgrade a recipe. Is there anything that I want to get here? I wouldn't mind the spear, so I could turn my regular schmucks into spear guys, and then maybe even put them onto the horse and then have super horses. So yeah, I'll take that. Pegasus, but I can't get colors, so that's out of the question. But this is what I want, my pikey. Alright, that seems pretty good. Give me that. I hope that actually unlocked the spear. Okay, good. And I need to cut this thing in half again, which is what I already do. So cut that in half, combine it with a triangle, make a spear, give this guy a spear, and then suddenly he is better somehow. Yeah, he does a lot more damage. He has a ton more health, and he exists for longer. Can't wait to put him on horseback. Okay, that sounds very, very good. Very, very good indeed. Hold on. I can expand? How? Well, probably by clicking on these things. What color do I want for this thing? Red and green make yellow. I didn't know that, but I'm not good at color theory. Red and green. Expand the scroll. What's this costing me? Whoa, slow down there. Okay, we have red and green. And a triangle. So we could actually just make the horn for our horsey. And look, these are the horses to drag in and turn into unicorns. Alright, so I think we immediately do that. The question is how. I'm going to need to put dropper, and then I'm going to need a way to combine them, but I'm not sure if we have that unlocked. How do I combine colors? This is just for moving ink, right? Although it can be moved underground, which is quite useful. Maybe when you get a canvas can combine two colors. I really hope that's the case. It goes into one of these swirly things, right? Pipe it into a swirly thing. What the heck is a swirly thing? It sure doesn't look like something I have. How do I combine colors? Oh man, that sucks. I want to combine my colors. What is this? Ooh, that gives me the semicircle without having to create it. Have you looked next to the scissors, Jake? Scissors, scissors, scissors. Scissors, scissors. Not seeing anything to... Oh, whoa, look at that! Mix colors. Amazing. Right, now we're getting somewhere. Mix, turn horses into unicorns. All right, let's do it. Gib. Blunk. And then I want to... I hope you take these quite handily. Get that away from here. Flip you around. And then, how long does it even take to make these things? I don't know. Alright. Luck be upon you. Hopefully that does you just fine. Although I'll probably want even more horses. Well, who wouldn't want even more horses? Go... and get cut. Where's my cutting? Where's my cutting? There's my cutting. Cut. And then, I don't know, the vast horse brigade. Just do not feel comfortable with the shortcuts to the bar at the moment. I would like to be more comfortable with it. You gonna do anything? Oh, they don't direct insert. I think we learned that lesson already, and I forgot that lesson. We certainly did learn that lesson. Christ. I hope everything else is running fine whilst this charade is going on. What is your problem? Why can't you make the horse thing? Oh, because you need to make the horn for the horse. And the horn is actually made from mixing you and the triangle, of course. Yeah. I understand now. Okay. Oop. All right, now we get that. And now we can mix that with the horse. All right, it's unicorn time now. Looks like they made it about the same rate as the horse, which is fine. Output is scary, huh? Give me more power, clearly I need it. Right, horses. Horses and these things. feel like I want 2 of them. Alright, there's your, oh gosh. Oh, I'm not sure I'm going to last with this. That was one big mess. This needs to be made a lot better from the start. Well, just believe in the horse and the very, very slow unicorns. Wow. Incredible penetration. I think the game is not going to be having anything in my shenanigans with this kind of setup. They're already penetrating through. And more horses is kind of requiring me to have more horses. No, my poor dome. Whew. Still victory to the horses there, because I've got lots of them. Warning. Oh, I don't think I can take on warning right now. Obtain statue of unicorn. Well, what can I even use unicorns for at the moment? Unless I get myself some wings, I won't be able to make Pegasus. Although that does sound very good. Like, that sounds like an incredibly strong statue to have, as long as I can get the wings. So I need to unlock Pegasus soon. I think I will take that. Alright, let's think about what we're doing now. I've got all these horses coming in. I just need to bring the yellow paint, which hopefully I can get tons of. And, see, that does direct insertion. Why did direct insertion here not work? We'll never know. It's a damn shame I didn't get a faster canvas, though, because I made these things so fast, but these things are still so slow. Oh well, don't worry about it. Right, we have the horses coming in. Donk, donk. I just need to get the colors in. Alright, very good. That doesn't split the way I want it to, does it? It absolutely, positively does not. But maybe I could just take the horns and bring them over. I don't know how fast you make those horns. I'm going to guess pretty fast. Not as fast as I would like. Yeah, it's going to be a bit of a horn deficit over here, actually. Oh well, horn deficit or horn non-deficit. I still need it. What a chaotic game. Oh god, how long was this not working? The entirety of last time. Yeah, that was a lot of horses that I was not getting last time. Alright, this remains a problem. All these horses being made and I'm not getting them in here. Perhaps I should just settle for having one of the horses coming down here. And then these ones will... how do they even get over here? With difficulty. Okay, I mean, I'm not proud of this, but it's something. Oh, very not proud of this. I need more horses. How do I set these up that I can get more and more horses? The staggering seems difficult here. Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs. A lot of SpaghettiOs going on here, that's for sure. Lots of units coming in and getting clogged up here. But at least the excess should be coming down here when there are too many, so I guess it's okay. You need to make me more of these things. I need more everythings. Hold on, I see now. He produces 2, so he can actually support this. Uh-huh. Well now that we know this, we have vitally important information. Alright, the national animal of Scotland will yet make it through somehow. I'd still like more horses, though. How can I even do such a thing? Yeah, good for me. We like squares, right? Dum 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 dum. Wait, no, rather than coming out over there, I want you over here so that I can smack you in like so. And then you are going to come up here and give me yet more horses. The horse production will continue until, well, there is no stopping point. Next battle is in like 30 seconds or so, that's fine. I think. I hope. How do you get in here? Don't worry about it, just be happy. There we go. Any big problems? The fact that I can not make horses fast enough isn't a huge problem, surely. Why is this not going through? Alright, let's see if we manage to recover in any way. Perhaps if we just keep charging out with more horses, it'll be okay. Really is my fight with Sweden all over again. What I'm not getting are enough of my shielded dudes. They're meant to hold the line wherever horses cannot. God, jeez. At least the horses seem to have decent penetration. And look at the unicorn go. Taking names. Yeah. Okay, alright. Turned it around with the horsepower. Jeez. That did get in. This needs to be fixed. This sadly is not connecting, which explains why you're clogging up a bit. I could be making so many more horses here. There should be an industrial printer of horses. But it isn't, so too bad. A flame wheel enclosing. Properties of fire, all but nullifies damage. I think my unicorn would have a thing or two to say about that. I need the blueprints. I need to turn my unicorns into something even better. Grants access to miniaturized dividers and joiners. Ooh, that does sound nice. Yeah, that sounds really nice for operating my my horse making. Let you handle square more efficiently. Add more equipment to square motive sources. Gain more... No, I like the look at this. Gib. It's not what I was looking for, though. I was looking... Ooh, obtain and upgrade. Come on, something for Pegasus. Pegasus! Alright, all I need to do is figure out how to make those wings, and then I can make good use of my unicorn statue. Absolutely taking that. Although heavy infantry looks really good. Oh my gosh, Pegasus doesn't last very long. Pegasus is gone in one... Oh no, it has 1 health. It lasts for 10 seconds. I got those the wrong way around. Okay. Gonna be relying on you, I rather think. Alright, now hold your horses. I wish I had another portal, though. Is there really only the one portal? There's no mention of another portal that I can shove things into, but how do I make the Pegasus? The Pegasus requires one circle cut in half. And then that's it. They don't need colored or anything. That's amazing. So with one circle and our statue, we can print Pegasi. What's the production rate on this thing anyway? I don't know the production rate of the statue for one. How are we able to expand? I'm really, really lacking ways of actually getting more goods into here. That's my cross to bear, isn't it? Small joiner. What is going on here? Oh, right, they're all being fed in and then crapped out on one single line. I like that wee T divider, though. Oh, I really like that. Looks expensive, though, so let's make them cheaper. Right, so I need a circle. Wait a second, this gives me the semicircles. There's no need for cutting, but I have good output when I cut, right? So maybe I just take... Hey, doesn't this... It doesn't quite get in there, but imagine if it did. I have really cut myself off here. Painted myself into a corner, if you will. That said, I can put the finished goods on the same line as another finished good. And this is a finished good. So why don't I just take these, cut them in half, and slam them onto my Pegasus friends. What's the production rate on this thing? I wish it said. Statue of Unicorn. But how fast does it make them? I have no idea. How fast does this make them? Okay, not very fast is the answer. That said, it's virtually free. In that case, why don't I just take this then? The output isn't very fast. Alright then, let's try it this way. I think the best bet is to start with... Ooh, here's my faster one, the production timer. Well, it doesn't matter right now, does it? Alright, get out here, just make those, and shove them into a maker. And we've decided that you need this for some reason. And then we're going to take our statue of Unicorn. Yeah, that's fine. Slam it in there. No, and more no. He needs to make the the wings first for the unicorn. Ooh, crumbs. Alright, hopefully that is fine. Make that, shove it in there. And then... I'd quite like to try using this thing. Not that thing, the other thing. The one that merges them. Wait, didn't I get a merger of these? Yeah, the small joiner. That is you. Alright, so there we go. Hopefully this is all one needs to make our Pegasi. Yeesh. Can't help but feel that my number of shields is way too low, but maybe the answer to all of my questions is just more horses. But ugh, there's such a pile up here. Just trusting that thing's going to be working fine. Huzzah! Go on then, more semicircles. I've earned it. Jeez, how do I even do this? I could use those new dense things that I have, can't I? Yeah, such that you do something like, but not necessarily that. And then that leaves you able to do this. Where's that crisscross thing? What? That crisscrosses in a way that I was not expecting. Alright. Don't worry about it, just pull it out. And then bring it over, and then bring it in. And then bring it out, of course. You're a finished product, good enough. Whew, what a stressful game to play with a timer. What is this? Oh my gosh. When do they need a leading line and when do they not? Wow, the production time on you is scarily slow. That means we could be making more of these. Could absolutely be making more of these. Could I maybe expand? What does it cost to expand? I don't know, but whatever it is, I can't do it now. Bom 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 bom. Ah, crumbs. How do I even get you up there? Because we have too many of these coming in. I didn't expect this to be as slow as it is, but it is. Yeah, producing a Pegasus takes 6 seconds, which is really, really, really slow. The kind of thing that I probably should have looked at ahead of time, but I didn't. I think my best bet is to find a way to bring you guys up and around. And then this poor guy. Only takes him 2 seconds to make these. Bom, 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 bom. Alright, that should make more of them, but now what? How do I then get them somewhere usable? If only I had some kind of, like, manhole to help me out with this. Alright, so I need to find a way to get you over to somewhere usable. That doesn't look easy, but who cares about easy? First time I've ever seen one on one of your streams, Jake. What? Alright, seems like the vast number of horses might take care of things. I mean, Big Bad is over here and he's having a bad time. Although... certainly requires a lot of horses. Oh, right. Actually, I've noticed the same. You're talking about advertisements, right? Yeah, I was tuning into a stream and then I wasn't getting advertisements per se, but I was getting Twitch's own advertisements for Twitch Prime. So they were interrupting a stream, making me not want to watch, whilst telling me, hey, give us money and we'll stop interrupting the stream. So clearly they are besting the Twitch ad solutions for now in the non-stop battle. Alright, there we go. The sheer power of horses pulling on through. And Pegasus is there, but to be fair, I didn't have many of them, did I? Ooh. Doubles the bridge conveyor distance. Yeah, great. Whew, alright, carry on with the stud farm, shall we? This is where I just was, right? Yeah. Let's go for the mystery. I like surprises. Choose from an apple, a teapot, or a gift thing. Alright, sure. Oh, this is stuff that I can put on the map, right? Generates twice as much as a small motive source. Not really in a position where I need more of this stuff. I need to be able to output more. Alright, well, who doesn't love squares? Alright, so what was the problem here? Now that I'm making a few more Pegasi, I need to bring them over to here. That is tricky, huh? However, didn't I just extend the reach of my my conveyors? Maybe it could go... How far does it go right now? Where's a max length conveyor that I've done? 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe I could go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. I could try it at least. Oh, yeah! Alright. Pegasi are now on the menu. Alright, still feel like a man like me could do with more horses. Could also do with more shieldmen. A lot of things I could do with, huh? Still no idea how you expand here. I was able to expand once, but the cost I am unsure about. Bom 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 bom. Yeah, the horses from the stud farm do all the damage, and yet I feel like I let them down by not being able to print enough of them. I had an opportunity to upgrade the canvas, but I mixed up the canvas and the motif maker when I got the upgrade, and now I'm hurting for it. Yeah, you can upgrade belts just like in Factorio. You could go up to red belts, and just like in Factorio, I appear to not be doing that much. After you kill the boss, you expand once. Ah, that makes a lot of sense. Right, I'm just trying to think if I should be making a lot more shield guys or if they're a little too basic at this point. The thing is, I have these shield guys that can be just printed out. I would love to be able to combine them with something else to make them even better. Apparently I can, but I haven't unlocked it, so no. Well, that is sad. I'd still like more shields so that the horses can take care of my foes if they get too close, but I would also just like more horses. How can I go about making more horses? Dum 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 dum. Maybe I just make another stud farm over here, and I combine it into a way over here. In that case... Oh, this poor thing's getting all tuckered out. Because you're all... So I could actually take this and put it on a splitter to bring it up here, and I could bring more squares over here. That sounds about right. Alright, let's do exactly that. Let's start by making you into an ultra motive maker thing. And let's make it so that your stuff... Hey, this thing is cheaper? Whoa, now that's something else. Alright, great. So we bring up some of you, and then I want some more motive making out of you. I'll bring you out to here. And then we need some cutting being done, of course. And then I'm going to need to make a whole lot more horses. But what's the best way to even be doing this? Like, how can I get these into these easily enough? Dum 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 dum. Could I do something like that? No, they need to be split. God, how would one ratio this stuff anyway? There's so little space to be working with. Feels like a Factorio, yeah, feels like a Factorio. Very good. Maybe if I pulled this back, I'd have more space to fiddle around with them. And also, if you were out like so, I'd have more space to fiddle around with. I think this stuff needs to come back a bit. And then we could do something like this. And then what? Well, that gets them out at least. And yes, lacking any better ideas, this man is just investing in horses. And I need my dense splitter here. Okay, very good. And then he uses the great power of this, and this, and this, to bring out a huge number of horses. Straight into the glue factory. And that's probably going to require my faster belts now. That gonna work? I think this thing wasn't swift enough. So I probably need to upgrade you. Otherwise, that seems okay. Yeah, maybe even overkill, right? The horses don't come out that much, but it's a lot of horses, so good. We'll have lots of horses coming in. Alright, great. The stud farm seems to be operational. We're bringing in the Pegasi. It's all working in that regard, right? Ooh, hey, you know the colors are produced faster than I thought. What's your problem? Why are you so sad? Why are you so sad? It's because the output is clogged, I see, I see. Yeah, the reverse glue factory is in full swing. Glad we managed to make something out of this quickly, though. I was worried about that. In fact, it's backing up, which is potentially a good sign. I still worry about my lack of grunts. Wasn't the whole idea to get these guys onto here to have them... No, this needs unlocked on its own. I believed in the Pegasus. I did not realize this thing was going to be as slow as it is. But maybe, just maybe, if we get a Pegasus every 4 and a bit seconds, yeah, we might be able to make something out of this. Let's find out. Alright, boss. Angela. Can you handle the winged hussars? Few forces can. Yeah, getting like 2.5 horses a second seems to be working out alright, but they're still getting close to me. Dangerously close. Oh yeah, I am just not getting enough shields. Fortunately, Angela is just not holding up to the attack. More horses. Okay. Alright, my disaster of a factory is holding together somehow. Obtain 1 more relic after defeating a mini-boss. Special 100% for heroes with the special trait Fist. Do I have any Fist heroes? Where's my hero almanac? I do not have fist heroes, so I guess I'll take the mini relic. Advanced canvas, high level, rapid production speed. Yes. Yes, I think absolutely yes. That's what I should have gotten a long time ago. No matter how many hours of the Highland run later, Horde live calls Jake regardless. Bleeding Moray run. Okay, what are we going to do? There's no need to restore health currently. I wouldn't mind obtaining a hero, but what if I could upgrade one of my heavy hitters? Like the horse, for example. If the horse is doing so much damage, surely I want to upgrade the horse. I do not get to upgrade the horse. I get to upgrade the unicorn, though. I get a unicorn statue. Wait, I already have a unicorn statue. But I could have more Pegasi that way. A lot more Pegasi. That does sound quite nice. Although I could re-roll if I fancied my chance at something better. I haven't been to a shop yet. Is there even a shop? Don't want to close this in case it gets rid of it. No, surely it's fine. Where's the route? Here's the route. There's a shop here, and I should probably definitely go there. So, big encounter, whatever encounter, shop. Alright, good. Then I'll save my money for the shop. Alright, I believe in the unicorn. Sub-attack +2 for all the heroes of the special trait. That. Oh wait, that does nothing for me. But surely just having more of them has got to be good. Yeah, give me a reroll. I want my horses to be better. Oh, there we go. Better horse with statue of horse to allow me to get more better horses. Wait a second. Heroes on horseback. We don't have those. Upgrade my horse, please. And I get a new area. Would be nice if there was another portal to shove everything into. What is it that I'm even trying to do with my factory now, I wonder? Well, probably just produce more horses. It seems to be all that we can do, so I'll up the speed of creating horses everywhere. And if that requires more motives, then I can make better motives, because my scissors already cut pretty fast. Yeah, it seems like we can get away with just upgrading most of the things that we have in the factory. Otherwise, though, if I expanded this, maybe I'd be able to make better use of the statue that I pasted myself into a corner with. Sure. How to get a star or a heart? When you expand, there may be a mouse. You need a hammer or cheese to use the mouse house. When you find the mouse house, smash the mouse to make a star or give it cheese to make a heart. Can't do it otherwise. Fascinating. Am I going to need research for all the stuff I want to do now? Because I might need to vastly increase my scissor cutting speed in order to get everything that I need to do now. Let's believe. Alright, so what am I looking to do? I think I want to upgrade, yeah, these. And that means taking... wait, I need to upgrade it, research it, right? Right? There you are. Super Canvas. Upgraded equipment produces heroes and parts from 2 materials. Yeah, I assume that you go faster. You better go faster. Fully upgraded produces from 2 materials. Okay, but... hell, let's just take all of this. And then... Whoom. Wait, where's my Super Canvas? It's called a Mega Canvas, and it's mega expensive. Production speed per second. I don't think I understand. Why is it... Oh, that's the speed. Right, so speed goes... 1.5 or tripled, but it's mega expensive if tripled. Do I just want to upgrade all my horse-related things? Make lots more horses? Probably. Probably. I wonder if I want to upgrade you while I'm at it. Get more shield guys. This stuff's expensive. But there's also the statue that I got, Statue of Horse. What am I wanting to use Statue of Horse for? Well, the only thing I can use it for is making some more of those, which is fine, because we have plenty of those coming out, right? Yeah, they're being made here, very sadly, I might add. I could split it, bring it down here, and make more horses. I like that. I like that idea. Although it's already split. Ew. There we go. Questionable speed here. Okay, well, however you cut it, I'm going to need to get some more pizzazz. But yes, I will combine you with my more horses. Yeah, fine. No, not like that. Whatever, I'm going to be needing a canvas to combine these two and then shove it up here. Alright, very good. Are you using a shield guy statue for anything? No, because I have nothing to combine shield guy with. I thought I could just use him willy-nilly, but I don't have horseback rider. Maybe I was offered it and I didn't pay attention. Would not surprise me. Just in case scissor cutting ends up being a slow-mo problem, let's speed it up a touch. But yeah, I want a canvas. I don't care if it's a normal style canvas, just to start making more of these and then drag it up into here. Doesn't look like anything going into the final portal is caught for being too slow. Alright, there we go. Bom, 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 bom. Alright, there we go. Make those. Make those faster if you can. Is there anything to improve here? Well, doubtlessly, but is there anything I'm going to improve here? How to trigger hero abilities. Reduce a certain number, and then huzzah, they become mega buff. How many of something have I made to upgrade them? Events allow you to upgrade, to get more thing. I assume it's the horse. Oh, yeah. But hang on, didn't I already upgrade the horse? Why is it now showing up here? Surely I've produced tons of the other heroes. Maybe it needs to be done in a certain wave? Because that number of horses seems to be going places. 250 out of 240? What could it all mean? Those horses look livid. Okay, I can only assume this is a good thing. So I will. How many horses do you produce, by the way? The canvas does it slightly faster, but whatever. Some of these still need to be upgraded. More horses. More horses. Last round it was 240 out of 180 or something. Okay, well, we're going to the bleeding moon with this. Just wish we had slightly more of our shield guys. think the problem is we don't have enough regular dudes coming out. Haven't I increased the speed of all of those, though? I think with my research here, yeah, all canvas production got increased. Yeah, I can see it right there. Went from 2 seconds to 1 point something, just shy on the regular dudes. Sure. I think there comes a problem when you get diminishing returns on creating too much of one unit, so the more horses strategy might be running out soon. Real soon, but we'll see. We shall see. How many horses are too many horses? The thing is, I have almost no defense here. These shielded guys take way too long to spawn, and when they do spawn, they die pretty quickly. Oh no! I think we are fast approaching the limit of more horses. I needed more shields. Ah. Well, they are contributing for sure. But the sad truth is I need a lot more shields. Yeah, and I need to up this number like crazy. Unfortunately, I need to deal with a warning zone before I can even get to the shop, and I do think getting to the shop is vital. What's the point in having all this money if you can't put it to use? Shield, eh? Although if I get the Statue of Unit, I could crank out a lot more shields without having to make more units. I mean, I just need to bring Unit over, but I think that production is going to be too slow. We found the statues aren't that good. Spawn, limit, and initial number +8, and hit points +1. Maybe just having them last longer is a good idea. Yeah, because I think what I need is a better shield to hold off the enemies until the horses can come and do their thing. Alright, I'll take it. So, yeah, I think the desperation move here is I need a lot more shields. How do I do so? On a budget, no less. So the shields require circles and triangles. And just add a square to it. And that seems pretty good. Also, I can put a big square for a lot of them to come rolling on in. What is this? Oh, here's the mouse. All right, well, that ain't happening right now. Hey, here's a circle, triangle, and I can make the square. So I can just shove them all in and then somehow get them over to the portal. Somehow. I could have them just join in here and speed up the belts, and that would surely be okay. Could use express belts if I really need to, but I could always cut through here and then get in there. So yeah, I think the idea here now is mass produce shields. Oh, look, they got the square over here as well. So, but how? How? I think it might be beneficial to just shove the motive source over wherever for a better position and not have to spend all my gems on bringing this stuff over, because I need to survive this next round, but how? Maybe what I need to do is have mega canvas working for me. Triple speed. Let's compare the speeds, shall we? Ratios are important, right? 1.6 seconds to make a dude. Damn, I've used fancy canvases for these guys. But surely, in my book of grudges, it'll tell me how long it is. Oh, see, there we go. It's twice as long to make this guy. But that means it's a 2-to-1 ratio. 2-to-1 is easy. As it happens, I could afford 4 mega canvases. It is more cost-effective than making the crappy ones, isn't it? So if I made 1 mega canvas for the dudes, and then 2 mega canvases for the shielded dudes, then we'd be in the money. Bom, 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 bom. Alright, I'll believe that. So, you go here, and then we're gonna have Iddle and Diddle. And I don't know how fast we're gonna make these, but I'm gonna assume the answer is a little bit fast. I wonder if this is going to be a good enough speed thing. I forget, does it connect like that? Jeez. Well, maybe. Not enough energy. Not enough cash. That is a bit of a problem, because I'm going to have to wait a fair bit to get that, unless I want to delete something to get that cash back. Maybe this guy's too fast. Like, he doesn't get the dudes coming in fast enough to make good use of his canvas. So once he's done there, I'm actually going to get rid of him and replace him with a crummy canvas. Wish I could set priority on the splitters. And then these guys need their square. But like I said, it's probably faster and easier for me to just wham this thing in. And then... this makes the motives faster anyway, doesn't it? I don't think I need this to be better. And then we go splitting. And then some goes in here, some goes in here. Gonna be so unhappy if you can't actually output into there. Oh no. Alright, there we go. Now I just need to get over to here with you somehow. Interesting. You need to be faster. But you are the super motive maker. Ah, because this is a small motive wait, they're both small motive sources. I guess I just have more speed ups for you than for this. So actually I need a second motive maker on here. Gosh, all this requires so much so many diamondy things that I don't have. Do I have anything else that is a cool motive maker but is which is somewhat wasted? I think you are, right? Let's get rid of you. Have you there. I need these guys in here. And didn't I have one of these that's cheaper than normal? Alright, there we go. Let's hope that we can handle this. Alright, good enough. It's not backing up enough for me to care. Okay, this is, though. It's too fast. Huzzah, they're looking mad. Mad as a hatter. Okay, now I certainly do think I need express belting going on. There we go. Right, get him out there. Also, I clearly need more of you. I think, yeah, I think the small merger... Okay, the small mergers are marginally. There we go. You're telling me this is too slow or something? No, it's just right. Alright, huzzah! Now I've made plenty of shield guys, but I still need to make plenty more because they just don't come out at an agreeable rate so far. Yeah, it seems my triangle output isn't good enough, but hey, more of this is kind of good. Right. I would like to double this up, but I don't think we have the gubbins for that. Is there anything blocked off or not being done fast enough? I'm trying to make my super horses into these guys, but they're being made too slow. As you command, Megatron. Oh, this was never connected to begin with. That's the problem. Not that they were too slow. I even saw that and thought, ooh, need to fix that, and then never fixed it. Boom, 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 boom. Alright, there we go. Surely pretty much doubling the amount of shields and making them better is our ticket to victory. Has the horse speed gone up or down? Well, they are slightly upgraded, so surely that's good for me as well. Hell, we almost got our Pegasi upgraded as well. Or unicorn, rather. Alright, best of luck. The surge of horses. Use the surge of fear and adrenaline to sharpen your decision making. Okay, it feels good having an actual shield, but I wonder if I'm just prolonging my death. Well, they're actually doing a pretty good job. And because they have more hit points, they can actually take a hit or two before giving in. And because I think the horses have an area of effect, having them clumped up close to me is actually beneficial. Although I couldn't help but notice some chinks in my armor. They're getting through, Horse Brigade. Save the core. Yeah. Whew. Not much left of the army here. I'm gonna need to re-raise those levies. Okay, very good. Don't we get 2 relics after that thing I picked up? Obtain 1 more relic after defeating the mini-boss. Mixer efficiency, no. Skip rewards. I don't want any of these. Unlocks more research when you obtain a research tree, the gift that keeps on giving. Experience obtained by parts goes up. Experience? Parts? I guess more research. I've got some unused research juice over here, although maybe just getting more things are better. That's okay. Give me the gems. Also, give me the shop. Ah, oh, crumbs, we're not at the shop yet. But we just have a regular encounter, which will surely be fine. Get Pegasus statue, but I can't use Pegasus statue, can I? No, I cannot. I can get statue of unit, but that doesn't seem very useful. What about the thief? Is the thief any use for me? Where is thief on this chart? Is that the thief? That looks like the thief. Not really sure I'm looking to switch out my approach right now. Heroes on horseback from the production line are larger. I wonder if the horse itself counts as horseback. Because otherwise nobody's on horseback. I think it is just the regular unit because the other ones aren't useful. I could... Oh, hang on. I could get money and gems. Yes, please. If I can survive on this one, we can actually make use of that money and finally go to a shop. We haven't been to a shop all game. Now... What did we say we were almost good enough with? I think if we just slightly increase our unicorn output, all the unicorns are going to be that bit stronger. The question is, can we? At a glance, it looks like I could be doing a whole lot more horses out of here. Maybe a few upgrades along the line for horse into Pegasus would go a long way. Statue of Shield Bearer, yeah, if only. It's you, right? Although I wonder if I don't produce enough, if I don't produce enough out of you. I'm sure it's fine. Tell you what I'll do then is I'll keep messing up where my things are. I can upgrade you to make more horns. You're already upgraded, but I feel like you could do a lot better if there were more horses coming in. What's the production rate? 3.2. Okay, yeah, this needs to be faster. Like a lot faster. Alright, get more of those coming in. This is pretty even Steven, isn't it? Yeah, no problems coming in there. The unicorn into Pegasus. They're actually waiting on more unicorns, which is a shame. And it is unicorns that I wanted to make more of. Maybe if this made our horses faster. That's right, in the end, the whole strategy is, once again, just more horses. How about more shieldmen? I mean, I still felt like my enemies were getting a little bit close to me. I think the problem is the motive source output on the triangles is a little too slow to be making more regular dudes. In fact, you're waiting on more regular dudes. Because this is too slow. Alright, but that can be sorted. Are you already a super motive maker? You are already a super motive maker. Well, become even more super. Maybe the thing should have been no pausing on the weekly one-shot submission. Got a lot of points and I'm not using enough of them. I can feel it, but what's a man to even do? Alright, we made plenty of horses. We made plenty of shielded dudes. The dream that I can make more unicorns might be dying soon, but god, I'm not using all this power. But what would I even use it on? What is untapped right now? Why not pump the shield guy statue free units onto the belt? The free statues cannot be used as part of the portal. They have to be used as part of a production line. And there's no production line that I have that actually uses shield bearer. I'm trying to look at anything that I have access to that I could still use around here. Dum 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 dum. Things look pretty tapped. I guess it's just a case of upgrading output. Which is fine. Which is absolutely something we could do. How about more dudes? Everyone loves more dudes. Da-da-da-da. Sure, more dudes. Which is going to require these guys to become super motive makers. I mean, I don't know where everything is going here, so I'm just slamming down whatever. And I can't help but feel that this is going to end up a little clogged. Dum 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 dum. Frankly, all of these should go into being shield guys, so... There we go. The shields are better, and there are many more of them. The horses are better, and there are many more of them. The regular dudes I might even get to level up here. But we're still a little shy on the unicorns, sadly. Come on, just a few more regular schmucks. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1... Did we get him? Hey! But I'm not sure we got it. They don't look juiced up. Maybe you have to be slightly over. So how do you feel about there being no trains in this one, Ninjin? At least none that we know of so far. I'm gonna need that shield wall of mine to hold mighty strong. Please, the shop is just 8 seconds away. Shield barrier's gone. throw the unarmed schmucks in the way. Egads. Yeah, trains are for TTD. Alright, very good. Onwards to the end of Act 3. I have a bad feeling about this one, but maybe the shop holds my salvation. A place to relax. Is that healing going to be necessary? It's 17 health. It would suck to die to not having 17 health, but I should probably get an upgrade. Ooh, making horses even better. Yes, yes, and that's going to allow even more unicorns. Absolutely, please. Someone's beckoning you. They're willing to trade. Time to shop. Okay, I've got all this money that I've saved up forever. What can I get? What do these do? Every time you visit a shop, you can... Okay, well, there are no more shops. Max health. Okay, yeah, definitely having that. Increases the ink pool dropper placement. So I can handle ink better. Well, I'm certainly having that. I hope that immediately has an effect and it doesn't just give you max health and nothing more. Ooh. Ooh. Okay, if I started... I could start using my statue for the shielded guy to produce heavy infantry. That's quite a thing to make, but I certainly could. Also, they last forever until they're dead. That seems very, very good. Tell me more. How do I see the production chain here? So we need to take our schmucks. Frankly, I could take all the schmucks. Give them spears. And then combine them with the horse. But I have horse motive. It just cuts into my beloved... this. No. It's something else entirely, isn't it? It's you two into this. Yeah, so schmuck, spear, shielded guy into that. I think we certainly take that. Yeah, heavy infantry, please. My horses are clearly able to do things on their own. I can also just increase output. Ooh. What's this used for? I don't know, but use it or lose it when it comes to my money. The thing is, I'm about to make a whole lot more schmucks into infantry dudes, so in a sense I want all three of these. What am I short of on my factory? I think just general schmuck production needs to be thrown into... No, you cut these. Yeah, schmuck production needs to be turned into shields and such. How do we make the shields again? Not the shields, the spears. A cut square. Square triangle. There's more circles here. Circle's not what I'm short on, though. Ah, but there's a square, and there is a spare bit to get that. So we take the square, we cut it. I'm already making so many horses out of that, though. I don't like the idea of removing some of my horse making. Is there anywhere else that I can grab some triangles from? That's a no. Funny, you know, I have shield bearer and horse right here. Are you telling me I couldn't just unlock and combine those immediately? No, because it needs to be the... needs to be combined with it and with a star. That's all the more reason that I'm not getting that. Carthage is all out of circles and triangles. Well, we've got plenty of squares. And these are all super motive makers already, huh? Alright, All right, so we improved the triangle output. I cut this square. We make the spears. We give them the spears, and we combine them with the statues of shield bearers. And then, huzzah, we have our heavy infantry. And then we hope that that's enough to get us through. So triangles are needed. And I dare say square is not needed, because if I run out of square ability, we have even more squares to grab down here. But yeah, we need the triangles. I don't even need more circles, do I? It's just lots more triangles are needed. In that case, go for the double triangle upgrade. Aha, now he's thinking. Okay, very good. Thank you, shop. And I did get the hit points from that. Excellent. Well, nothing for it. We got to absolutely beans it. This is probably the last encounter, right? Yeah, I was told winning the weekly one-shot means beating Act 3. So Umbra Draconis needs to be stopped. And surely the power of heavy infantry is the way forward. Definitely going to be using all of my slow down stuff then. Do I need any of these upgrades? Well, it's not about needing, is it? Ooh, Mega Motive Maker. That's how I can max out what I have here. But, oh, I'm just shy on the juice for it. What a shame. Okay, thinking in my head how this goes. This is going to have to be split to make the spears. And then we take... I think the chumps on their own aren't particularly useful, are they? But they are getting made into shield guys. Oh, that's a shame. In that case, branch off all of these schmucks. Keep the horses elsewhere. Branch the schmucks off to be made into that. But shapes-wise, I'll take this because it gives twice as many squares. Cut the squares, combine into spears. Alright, very good. I want Mega Motive Maker. Actually, I think I want Uber Motive Maker, right? Oh, but I wasn't able to unlock him, was I? No, okay. Okay. Get in there. And then get cutting. As we discovered, for some reason, you need to... I wonder if that's even fast enough for you. Alright, there you go. Right, you get cutting into 2, and I'm going to need to make the spears. How fast are spears made? Spears take 2, huh? So what am I going to need? 2 spear makers? Or do they need to be a certain speed? That I don't know. What if I just take 1 mega canvas for spears, and then if I need more, I can do more? Alright, that makes sense to me. My hotkeys are just not where I need them to be. Those are still going into making horses, and I do like horses. Don't want to get in the way of my horsing about. Meow. Alright, and then that's going to make me these spears. And then the spears get combined with the guys. And then these guys no longer come out there. They eat my spears over here. Or not. I could instead just take them down. Donk. And I guess I'll mega make them. It's sheer perfection. Alright, so then we get spear guys coming out of here, and then I just need to combine them with these guys to make even better things. Yes, of course. Can I at least rotate you or spin you around? Can't rotate you, but that's good enough. Why is this going so slowly? Because it's backing up, right? Yeah, because the schmucks aren't being put to other work. In that case, I guess I can get back to having the schmucks come in here. And then you are going to need to... crumbs. Crumbs. I need you over here. But this can be taken away. And then in you go, and you merge and get in there. Alright, that kind of works. 2.1 per second, 4 a second. Alright, so we're gonna need more of you. The trouble is these spearmen, we got too many of them. Bum 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 bum. Alright. That being the case, yeah, that's fine. I mean, we're at the end game now. This needs to go in, but I don't have the juice for it. I just need a second to pass so I can merge this in. Come on, game. You can give it to me. I allow it. Trying to look and see if there's anything I can remove to spare myself some gems, but no, that'll do. Alright, in you go. Now all that comes in. Now you're able to produce these even faster. But these guys need to... I need to do something with them. With limited gems, that's proving difficult. I probably want them thrown into here, which means I'd want to branch it off and bring it up and have its own line come in here. But yeah, that costs stuff that I don't have. Bum, 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 bum. I'm making too many schmucks. Actually, you know what? A lot of space can be saved if I just do... Whoop. I do that. Alright, so the idea is split you... Alright. Yeah, good for you. Good for me. Oh, that's what I need. And then get the combiney thing in here. And then the splitter over here. Alright, there we go. Now we're going to have our beloved heroes here. Our horses are up. Wait, whoa. Wasn't the whole point that I got this horse statue so that I could make even more unicorns? And I've been slacking on that. I still want my unicorns buffed up. I don't think horses is a limiting thing on my unicorns these days. But you're the ones making the unicorns. Triangles are my limiting capacity on unicorns, I think. What can a man do about such a thing? I already crank them out. There's my super canvas making the horns. Are you... You're a super motive maker. You're a regular motive maker. Not sure how I can actually use my horses more now. Yeah, there is a difficulty progression and meta progression in this game. Oh, would you look at that? We've got a glut of these here, but I don't have the paint to make it. The paint is all stuck over here. Yeah, I kind of stuck the paint in a corner a bit too much, I think. Crumbs. So I might not be able to get my supercharged unicorns. Unless Unless... What do we think of the supposition that you are struggling from a severe lack of horse? And maybe even a lack of speed? Ah, hell, I got the points. Go super speedy. That's probably faster than you ever need, like 1.7. Yeah, that's twice as fast as you need to be. That'll do you fine. Alright, at least we're getting some of you guys out, though. 1 whole minute of production, but I can't see myself getting enough unicorns to aid matters. Oh, we got 2 whole spearmen. 2 whole spearmen, huh? Seems like adding just a few of a unit actually helps out a fair bit, right? Because it ramps up the speed of their production pretty massively. So I think what you want to do is produce a reasonable number of all of them. Not bad. What happens if I shove the spears straight into the portal, I wonder? Oh, we're gonna get there with the unicorns. Happy days. Alright, so it remains the horse charge attack. But why won't my horses become even stronger? Look at the sheer number of them. I don't think that upgrade does anything for the unicorns, though. In fact, why are they not upgrading? Maybe you need to unlock the upgrade, and simply producing more won't get you there. Ah. I thought they were just inherently better when you bought the upgrades, but it looks like I thought wrong. Okay, well... Begin. My giant deadly horses. I need Umbra Draconis dead, and I need all of you to charge into your last... Bye, Umbra. Then the winged hussars arrive. And that is it. All you need are 1,464 horses. Good heavens, was this meant to be a challenge? You're talking to the ultimate Factorio player. Find me someone else who's done Death World 100%. Please, show me. But reasonably, I mean, what is this? This is like beating Slay the Spire on no ascension. Yeah, barely broke a sweat. Although, it is a bit sweaty of an experience building the factory on such a short time limit. Especially when you don't know your ratios or anything. The fox tattoo. Card-carrying member of the Lose Lobby just says, stupid game, don't like. I think really cool game, did like. Although, not to sound like too much of a casual, but I would far rather play this on relaxed mode. Where you don't have to build on a timer, you just build and then go. Because, yeah, the timer adds some stress to what should not be such a stressful situation. Also, the meta progression would have to go. I'll need to find something to just unlock all those from the get-go. I mean, I get that it's a way to gradually introduce complexity, but I just get really scunnered when I think, oh, I want to do this. And it goes, well, no, you can't, because you need to play through the game 10 times to do that. Or in Slay the Spire's case, you need to play through the game 84 times to do that. Ugh. Yeah, maybe I can find a way to unlock all these and continue to have my fun. Meta progression is always a mistake. I'm not so sure about always, but I am usually agitated by it. The Grimoire still looks quite evil. Make it a challenge for me, why don't you? Sure, that was a challenge for you. So here's the meta progression. We unlocked 50 jubs, and we could Get starting mana. Have more focus time. Have longer focus time. Get free reloads into... Yeah, typical roguelite experience right here. For me, I just want to smash a button, unlock everything, and then actually play on hard difficulty. But that is not my concern right now. I was posed a challenge. Do this within 3 attempts. Barely needed 1. I think a lot of people cottoned on that this wasn't going to be a tricky one because the odds weren't looking so hot, were they? Let's have one look. Oh, no, I think some people got baited into the lose lobby right there. They saw the amazing odds and they jumped on them, and for that, certain people are going to be left a little poorer than others. Well, this is a victory, so let's conclude it as such. Although, is it going to let me? It's asking me to start a new prediction rather than closing my existing ones. That's strange. Twitch, what are you on about? There we go. Choose the outcome. Was it win or lose? Of course it was win. Beat Act 3 within 3 attempts, no control mode, and done. Jake on a winning streak. Well, I do like winning. Yeah, I've tasted victory and I've tasted failure. I've tasted catastrophic failure and I've tasted victory against all odds. And I gotta say the victory usually tastes sweeter. Even so, with such an easy game like this. The sweetness is but short and bitter. Anyway, there you go, Win Lobby. Enjoy your fat stack of points, and while we are at it, let's go and pay our congratulations. We always should, shouldn't we? If I can find it. Summary of points. That looks a lot like it. Except now the chat is... Boop. Let's get it back to its normal place. It was in the way of some stuff that I noticed earlier on. In any case, well done to our Win Lobby, and there were 6 people putting in the full shebang. Attlewin, Trust, G-Pick, Drynate, Blue, Rested Pandy as well, all coming out with 400,000 schmackaroos. Tarkin Rex is slowly building back up his ice cream fund. We got Climbaz, Ninja, and the Dark Lord Bane. Enjoy your points. Enjoy your Sunday full of points. Where did these points come from, though? I'm a little confused. Surely we can't conjure points out of thin air. Oh, wait. There's an entire league of losers around here. That's what we should call them. League of losers. We've got Runic Legacy and Demon, who decided to put in the full 250,000, no doubt out of greed for the good odds. And a bunch of losers who aren't even worth mentioning, because not only were they losers, they didn't even put all that much on the line. I'm shaking my head. I'm sure you can't hear it, but I am shaking my head. In any case, that has been the weekly one-shot. As is often the case, marks the end of our week. I could actually really go for some more EU5, but I'm waiting a bit on the next patch. I had a look at my save because I was really wondering why England weren't able to raise any levies. And I did find that they actually did get so smashed that they had no more levies to raise. That one man left in Jordan was actually, Jersey, was actually their only levy left. But it looks like there are other weird AI bugs going on with naval stuff, so I'm going to wait for the update to see if that fixes things before I get back to it. I don't want to just cleave through my enemies whilst they're stuck in some kind of AI loop. Yeah, let's say it's like that. In any case, until I'm back with more streams next week, which should be starting Wednesday, provided I can resist the temptations, it is a cheers from me and a cheerio.